Okay, x squared plus 11x, oops, plus 24. Now when we read this mathematically, again I'm going to teach you how to read it. I'm going to say find the factors of this number, which is 24, that I must add to give me 11. Factors of this number that I must add to give me 11. Now if this was a minus, then I have to read it as factors of this number that I must subtract to give me 11. But this is a plus, so we're going to say factors of 24. In other words, what times it times something else will give me 24. And when I add those two numbers, I must get a value of 11. Right? Similarly, the plus on the last term, right? I'm going to make a summary note over here. The last term will tell us the following. If it is plus, I must add factors to get the middle term. Add the factors of the last term to get the middle term. And then the second thing that the plus sign tells me, it also tells me that the signs in the factors or in the brackets must be the same. That's what it tells me. Okay. The middle term, on the other hand, will tell me if it is a positive, then both, this one over here is a positive, which tells me that both signs in the brackets must be the same. If this is positive over here, it's telling me that the bracket signs must be positive. If this is negative over here, it's going to tell me that both bracket signs need to be negative. Okay, we will deal separately with what a negative tells us on the last number and how to read the middle term in that case. So let's do this example and let's work through it and say, okay, it's x squared plus 11x plus 24. And that's really the factors of 24. In other words, what numbers can I multiply together to get 24, but when I add them, I get 11. And that means I need to work out the actual factors, and I'm going to write that over here. And what are those factors? The factors of 24 are 1 and 24, right? And when I add that, I get 25. It is 2 and 12. And when I add that, I get 24. What am I doing? When I add 2 and 12, I get 14. And then thirdly, I could go and say it's 3 multiplied by 8. That gives me 24. And when I add that, I get 11. Well, that seems to be my answer. I could have gone further and say the other factors are 4 and 6, but when I add that, I get 10. So clearly, the factor that works for us, or the set of factors that works for us, is 3 and 8. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to say that's x, and that's x, and I can just make it x and x whenever the coefficient over here is just x 1 in front of x squared. And now I'm going to say that one of the brackets must be 8 and the other bracket must be 3. And then I can now say, well, okay, the last one is positive, and that tells me that the factors must have the same signs. Both of these brackets must either have both negative or both positive. And how do I determine that? I look to the middle sign for guidance, and I say, oh, middle sign, I see that you are positive. And the last one said, I must choose whatever you have and make both of them positive if you are positive. Both of them positive if you tell me that both are positive. And who tells me that both needs to get the same sign? The last term tells us that. Okay, and there we have it. And you can do the check and multiply this out, and you can see if that is correct. Okay.